Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dolph, the one and only. Today we got Andre, co host. Andre, tell us a bit about yourself.
Yo, what's good? My name is Andre. Call me Creep. I'm co-hosting this shit with Dove. Shout
Mm-hmm.
out to Dove. And yeah, we're in the building.
And today we're joined by one of Dart Trap's most iconic figures, like, no questions asked. He's worked with Warlord Colossus, Witch House 40K, Do Not Resurrect. It's the one, it's the only AK3K. Welcome to the show.
Boy, what's up? How y'all doing, man?
Just chilling, man. Just
Wonderful.
chilling. How are you
Hell
doing?
yeah, I'm chilling, man. I just got some food, got some weed, got a
Mhm.
bottle, something to drink, eat, and yeah,
Fuck yeah. Love
Living,
that.
bro. Living.
Living.
yes,
So,
sir.
like,
Yeah.
the first question, it's simple, but it's like, how's your week been? Like, we know your day now,
It's,
but. Mhm.
yeah, it's chilling, man. I fucking just work, fucking went to a rave. Just been chilling. You know what I mean?
What rave?
Fire.
Dion Timmer actually is his name.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
a
Is that
I've never
like.
heard of him. I just,
So.
I just started
Mhm.
going to raves the last like couple years, so it's been a fun experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, does that mean you started listening to electronic shit?
No, actually,
No?
I've listened to a lot of different genres of music, especially growing up with my dad. My dad put me onto a bunch of different artists. He'd go from playing like Biggie and Pac to like the Eagles to like Marvin Gaye to Al Green, NWA. Like it was just a lot of different genres I was introduced to at a very young age. And I just have always loved music. Music has always been something I've been passionate about. So it's just I don't know. It's just kind of happened. It's actually in my parents' house, there's a thing I made in elementary school, and it asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said I wanted to be a rapper.
Oh shit.
And how old were you then?
I was probably like 7, bro.
Damn.
Damn.
That's.
I
Locked
wanted
in.
to be a rapper since I was a kid, bro. Like straight up.
Fuck yeah. Damn. Okay. Because, like,
Fire.
for me, back then, I wanted to be a rock star, right? That was my thing.
Like,
But, like, today, rappers are kind of the rock stars. So,
hell yeah, yes we are.
we are, bro.
First of all, like, congratulations on your new album. February,
Thank,
drop that shit.
yes
Pharaohs,
sir.
Inferno. Hope that's it, right?
Hell yeah,
That
you
was a
did. Thank.
banger. You gathered 11,750,000 streams on Spotify alone on that shit. That's fucking crazy.
Yes
Like
sir.
that's
Thank you,
that's
bro.
crazy. Just want to ask, like, since it was your first album, right? Like you dropped EPs and shit, you dropped singles, but this was your first solid album that you put out on streaming
hmm
platforms.
hmm
How did that shit feel like? Like, how long was that shit in the works, and how did it feel to finally drop an album? Like, you know?
Well, to be honest, it was more so like a compilation album of all of my best work over the past couple years. And
Mm-hmm.
it kind of feels nice to have a body, just a one body of work for all of those songs, just to kind of give the fans something to listen to. It came with one new song on it, which was the first one. So, but that
Mm.
it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to drop something like drop my next album, which is gonna be all brand new music that people haven't heard, except for like the few singles that have been released already.
Oh shit.
Alright.
Okay, so you're working on that already? Is it like in the
hmm
works?
It's already almost done.
Almost done. Yo,
Like,
that's
oh,
fire.
okay. Like, I know it's been
Yes,
a
sir.
little bit since the album, but another album, I. Fuck yeah, fuck
Yeah, and
yeah.
then there's already the one after that's already almost done too.
What?
Almost done as well,
Oh,
bro.
what?
Been working.
Oh
For
yeah, I got like
real?
I got over 100 songs in the vault right now, so
That's
I am
fire.
working.
100 songs in the vault.
That is
That's
fire.
fucking
I feel
fire,
you on
bro.
that though. I feel you on the vault shit. Cause me, I'm
Yeah,
so
man.
bad.
And
Hmm.
there's so many like there's a lot of different genres of music that I've been working on too that I can't
Oh,
wait to show people. That's like not it's not rap at all. Like it's fucking
really?
it's really. hmm
Do you think they're ready for that, or are you gonna like save that
Um,
for yourself?
I mean, if they're ready or not, it's not really my decision to make. It's just kind of something that I want to do for myself more than anything. So if people like it, they like it. If not, then the people that will like it will find it eventually.
Fuck yeah,
For
valid,
sure.
based. Just like real quick,
But
does
yeah.
Grotesque have anything to do with if you're able to release that music? If it's like a different genre, are they gonna say like,
The Well, no, they legally no, they don't. But
Mhm.
that's something I'm gonna wait for until I'm done with that deal because that's
Yeah.
it's just very special music to me, and I want to be able to collect everything from it
Right.
and do it how I completely envision it without anyone in my ear at all.
Right.
Okay.
Valid.
And you
So
said you have like 100 songs in the vault. How do you actually pick that shit? Like, do you just make them and you immediately like you have this, spider sense that like, yo, I have to put it on the album, or like, do you just make them and you listen to them, like put some homies on that shit, or like, how do you go for it?
um
What's your process?
Mm.
I don't know, I just kind of feel it out for real. I listen to all these songs a lot and I'll just kind of like I don't know, I just kind of just pick whatever I feel, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's valid. I have a question.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah.
people have a very different recording route, how they do shit. Some punch in,
Mm-hmm.
some write. What's like your way? And at the end, when you're done with the song, do you often go through and be like, okay, I'm gonna change parts, or are you a very like, once it's done, you let it sit, you don't check it out for a while, and then you go back to it? What's like your way?
It all depends. Like I write, but I also do
Mm.
punch-ins too. It depends on like if I'm creatively blocked from writing, or if I feel like I'm trying too hard, then I'll just punch in. But normally
Right.
I like to write because I don't know. I like my music. I think I'm good at what I do. So
Mm.
once a song is written, I'll practice it at least a lot. I practice that shit a million times before I even record it. So once
Right.
it's done,
Damn.
it's done.
Fuck yeah.
I can usually like if I have if I go for a session and I have all my songs written, I can record 10 or more in like a session.
10 in a day.
Yeah, I think that's
Damn.
the most I did in a day. Was like I think the most I've done in a day is like yeah, like 10 or like 11.
That's hard as fuck.
Yo,
Damn.
that's
Yeah,
wild.
there was a time where I was in the studio every day for like
Mhm.
12 hours a day for over like probably like a couple weeks. And
Mhm.
went in there with no material written. I just went and like basically punched in everything and made like 40 songs in like a couple weeks.
Damn.
Shit,
But like
that's
Andre.
crazy. Do you have a home studio?
No, I was at the time I was in Canada and my friend has a very nice studio. Shout out Petty Boy Osley. But he gave me fingerprint access to his studio to go in there and work whenever I wanted to help. Just to help me out for real.
That's
That's fire.
that's sick. Was that how you like started out in his studio, or
Oh no. The
no?
first time I ever recorded music was when I was 17. I was in
Mhm.
high school and I recorded on this fucking rock band microphone that my family in the garage band.
Okay.
I didn't even mix and master any of that music. I just recorded it and like put it out. I remember my first song I ever released got 1,000 plays on SoundCloud, and I made it available to download it. Over 100 people downloaded it, and I was like, "Whoa!" I thought I was the shit then, bro. I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." And I was fucking rapping too, so I was like, "Wow!" I like really thought that I was able to like do something with it. And
Yeah.
I remember kids in my school used to give me shit about trying to make music because I wasn't good. Granted, at the time I wasn't good, but obviously I didn't think that. I didn't really give a shit. I just kind of kept doing my thing. I'm glad I did because I got a significant better.
That's bro. I
And
feel
wait,
you on that shit though. I feel you. They don't believe,
Yeah.
but now they do. Like if they met you now, they would be
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Oh yeah."
dude, I have a lot of kids from my hometown now that are rooting for me, so that definitely feels
Uh,
pretty good.
That's fire.
shit.
But like, did you
And
ever
to
see the same people who judged you go back now and be like, "Oh,
Bro,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
all the time.
yeah,
All the time. It's like which is whatever, like it comes with that, you know what I mean?
yeah"?
And out of my hometown, I'm definitely the biggest artist that's tried to do anything with it.
That's fire.
really,
Yeah.
that's a title to be proud of, bro.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
a
man,
big title to be proud of.
definitely very proud of myself, but definitely still a lot more work to do.
For sure. Always growing, always expanding.
that's
Yes,
good.
always, man.
That's what you should
Never
do.
satisfied. Grateful, but
Mm.
never satisfied.
Fuck yeah, no. Cause like,
Important
what
sentence
it?
right there.
You can't just be satisfied. Like, what are you gonna do then if you're just satisfied? You're just gonna sit around and do nothing? No. It's like there's more mountains to climb.
Never get comfortable because once you get comfortable, then you kind of lose motivation and you lose that hunger, you know.
You said you started music 2017. I assume that's also when you started dropping shit, like on SoundCloud.
Nah, the first year I ever dropped music was 2014.
Oh, 2014.
But and then it was a few years ago that I even started like writing. I just didn't
Yeah.
really have the confidence to like record or show anybody, so I just kind of kept it to myself. And actually, one of my friends in my hometown, he was making music, and I was like, that's what kind of inspired me to start writing to begin with. His name was Dimitri. Um, just watching him and like how everyone was fucking with it, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. And then he's actually the one who really helped me start recording after I started doing myself to get a more professional sound. I started recording with him a bunch, and then once I found out about the underground scene in like 2015, he really helped me find my sound with mixing and stuff. And then I
Mhm.
ran with it from there. And I remember when I had my own studio at one point, I bought the speakers that he had in his studio off of him, and that was like the first like real set of studio speakers I've ever like heard my music on. So like they came back to me, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's fire.
But yeah, dude, Dimitri Spaghetti, man, he fucking really helped me out starting out. Him and my friend Luke Jones. Luke Jones was one of the ones who showed me the underground scene for real, for real. If it wasn't for him, I definitely wouldn't be making the style of music I did now. I do
You
now.
still homies with him? Or
Yeah, I haven't talked to Dimitri in a while, but it's just because we both haven't reached out to each other. But I know we're still on great terms. I could probably call him right now and he would answer the phone. I just talked to
Right.
Luke actually the other day for the first time in a while, and we chopped it up for like over an hour. Fucking showed him a bunch of my unreleased stuff, especially I showed him the new style I've been working on that I was just telling you guys about, and
Right.
he
Right.
told me that my vault, there's a lot of really special songs in this vault, and he's like, this is some of the music I think is gonna really blow you up, and I was like, hell yeah, that's fucking sick.
that's
That's sick.
So
fire.
But like,
That's some good
yeah,
energy, bro.
recording music and shit, it's easy to get very cooped up. So like friends like that,
oh,
it's easy to just not talk to them for a while. You know.
bro, I'll tell you what, man. Like, because once I get my own recording studio again, I'm
Right.
never gonna be leaving that bitch, bro.
Mm.
But like, okay, burnout. What about burnout? Because you said you work for weeks, 12 hours a day. What was the effect? Did you feel it?
I felt it, man. My brain hurt really, really badly. I haven't really worked on music since I left Canada, and that was in like early October. So it's December now. So I've been writing a little bit, but I haven't really been creatively doing much the last couple of months just to kind of give my brain a rest because I was having headaches. I was tired. I was literally sleeping in the studio, man, like on the floor, and I was just like, oh, I just needed to take a little bit of a break. Got to remember that as artists, you gotta not only take influences from the bad things that go on in your life, but also the good things too. So you got to remember to go out and enjoy your life, hang out with your friends, do things you love, like play video games, go to amusement parks, go work out, go play basketball. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Just got to remember to enjoy your life too and take influences from not only the bad but the good.
So it's actually funny because you also mentioned it with the new style of music that you've been working on. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to go back in time a bit actually. On your first EP, you actually released on like Spotify and shit on all streaming platforms. Because it would have
Mm-hmm.
been another one if it was on SoundCloud as well. But like then it would be Make Life Your Bitch. That would be
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah, yeah,
Ooh.
EP you brought out properly, right?
yeah.
Um, yeah, first of all, what I actually want to talk on that, it's not actually on the questions, but since you mentioned it, I actually, because I do have that EP in my mind, and I remember, do you remember the song Magic Carpet? That was some different
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah,
Would you say
yeah.
that's that what you mean with like a different sound?
It's gonna be stuff like that. I'm a huge fan of Kill Switch, man. I fucking love his music. I've been diving into that like little grungy sound too. There's gonna probably be some boom bap, some like like trap music. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
Yeah.
everything on that album for real.
Oh, that's hard. That's already like 3 years ago that happened. Like that you
Yep,
released that.
2020.
Like looking back at that shit, because you know it's important to look back on where you came from. How
Hmm.
would you say you improved? Like, if you were to talk to the past you, then would you ever have expected you to get here today?
Um, I would say like yes and no because you guys know as artists we doubt ourselves a lot just because it's a one in a million dream we're chasing, man, for real, for real. So part of
Right.
me is always kind of like been scared of failure, but that fear of failure pushes me to work harder. And at the end of the day, like anything is possible in this world, and what's real will prosper. So as long as you come out with good intentions and you work your ass off, there's no reason you won't be successful. It may
Yo,
take some time, but
preach.
but good.
Uh-huh.
It may take some time, but good things always take time. So you can't lose sight of the end goal because you're not where you want to be just yet. You could be so close to a breakthrough and you don't even know it. You know.
Yeah.
True.
You could be digging and you could stop inches from finding the diamonds. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
That's something I
Gotta
was
remember
thinking.
just gotta remember to keep your head up and just keep grinding no matter how hard it gets.
Yeah. Funny fact. Like the other day, I searched up like the chance of becoming a successful artist on Spotify. So like, I'm just gonna pull up the statistics because you said like 1 in a million. Now we're gonna get really precise here. How rare it actually is. Okay. So there is 88 million people who have over $1 million in their bank, right? That's 1% of humanity. There's only 200,000 people that have over 10K on Spotify. That's 0.002469, 14% of humanity, right? And
Jesus.
over 100K, bro, having over 100K on Spotify is 0.000649% of the human race. That is basically no one. Like that is,
Yeah.
so being rich all of a sudden seems like this big thing because that's 1%. And this is like 0.000. So sticking to the dream, like doubting yourself, that is not crazy. But like getting through it, that's, yeah.
Yeah, I literally have "What's real will prosper" tatted on my forehead.
Fuck
Oh
yeah.
shit, hard.
That is hard.
Just to kind of remind me, you know.
Yeah.
Totally.
No, like for real, because you stayed in the stew, you did what had to be done, and now you are in the part of that small percentage, right?
Yeah, man, I
through.
fucking I sacrificed a lot. I've moved places. I've been fucking homeless. I've been broke. I've been fucking. I've put blood, sweat, and tears into this, man, and I still do.
Yeah.
Going on. So like, you said actually your dad like put you on music shit back in the day, like not even like the rap shit, like just in general on every type of music. So it's definitely been an influence on you. But how would you say you found this dark trap scene? Like, how did you enter
Dude,
this part of the music genre?
my friend actually I was telling you about Luke Jones, man. I remember Luke Jones was introduced me to like Fat Nick, Puya, the Suicide Boys. I think the first artist that really got me into it though was the Suicide Boys, hands down.
Yeah, I feel
But
like
like I
for a hot
remember hearing the Suicide Boys and being like, "Damn, you can say this." You know what I mean? I
Really?
didn't think
for
you were.
sure.
Yeah, I didn't think you were allowed to say anything that they like that in music ever, just because like I've dealt with a lot of struggles mentally and internally for a very long time and I had an outlet for it. Obviously, I would write music, but I just didn't think I would be allowed to talk about how I wanted to how I was feeling a lot of the times. This is obviously very angry, feeling very violent towards lots of things, and just knowing that I was allowed to just outlet that anger and have a place to put it felt really, really good. So I was like, "Fuck it, let's try it then. If I can really say whatever the fuck I want, like let's go."
Because if you let it out in the music, then you won't have to like do it to the loved ones or shit like that. Because I know
and that's people feel that pain too, man. Like people hear it and that'll resonate with people, man. Like
fuck yeah.
That's why this underground scene, man, it builds really culty fan bases because it's just nice to know sometimes that you're really not alone in these thoughts and feelings.
That's true. Andre said that the other day. This trap scene, like, it's not the biggest, but it definitely has like a cult fan base. Like,
it's the most loyal, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's like once people enter, they don't really leave. That's basically it.
Bro, I've been here for years now, and I'm not planning to fucking leave it anytime soon. It's just different here.
Right, me too, bro.
It's cold.
Sure.
But like what you said, just the energy doesn't. You can't remove energy, right? Energy will always exist. Negative energy. It
can't
has
be created nor destroyed.
Right. Thank you. That was what I was trying to say. You put it much better. But it can't be created nor destroyed. And so these negative thoughts and feelings, they have to be put somewhere, right? And you have to find a good outlet. So you saying that music shit is your outlet for that? That's so good.
It's taking that negative energy and turning it into something positive, you know?
Right. because then other people can
And like
listen to it.
the message is really, especially like that Make Life Your Bitch EP, man. It's like the message is just you can choose to let these problems overwhelm you and drown you, or you can make life your bitch and take advantage of it and put the cards in your favor, you know.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Shout out, make life your bitch.
yeah.
Yeah, that was I
Shout out to that
remember
EP.
I remember making that EP, bro. I was working my overnight job, so I was sleep deprived. I was depressed. I was not in a good place mentally creating that whole project. But I made some of the best music. That's still some of my favorite music I've ever made.
Yeah.
That's actually an interesting topic. I always thought about that. Like, I feel like when people are on their low moments and they're like struggling mentally, that's when they put the emotions out properly on like tracks. And as fucked as it sounds, like, you know, when people are going through shit, they release their shit as well. That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, man.
a thing I've realized.
Pain's a very good inspiration.
For
But
sure.
like, it is. But I'm just gonna put this out there to anyone listening: don't try to put yourself into pain to create good music. Okay, you can create good music while being happy. Because like I know people that try to like go down the bad route just because they feel that's like cooler or some shit. Bro, being happy is fire, right?
Bro, yeah,
You know?
I wouldn't wish some of the things I've felt mentally on anybody, bro.
No,
Truly,
man.
it's just life can get very hard sometimes, man. But just don't ever let your demons win.
Yeah, because it's like, just like side note, in this generation, I feel like it's being romanticized. I feel like what we do is we let it out, and like people who relate can come to it and be with us. But some people romanticize it, and that's wrong. Right? That's
100%. Like I said, at the end of the day, what's real will prosper.
Boom.
And those people who are trying to take that image and like benefit off of it and financially gain from it, it's not gonna work out that way.
Facts.
Also, shout out X, because I saw that tree on your head as well.
Oh, yep. R.I.P. man.
Yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P.X.
Definitely one of my biggest influences as an artist, not only with music, but as how I treat people and my people who support me too.
That I same. I actually relate to that. I think I've said that before
Right.
to people.
That's why I always will try and like talk to people. Like I've had supporters like come to me talking about like they've opened up to me about being suicidal, and I'll literally call them, bro. You know, I'll sit on the phone with them for hours. I'll talk to them for hours, just about everything. You know, just to kind of give them a space to put, because sometimes just putting it out there can give you a whole new perspective on it. You know, and sometimes you just need to just say it, and once you say it, you're like, damn, like okay, and like you know what I mean. And like I remember growing up too. If I could ever talk to some of my favorite artists about my mental struggles, you know, like that would have meant the world to me. And like I know some of the people I talk to, they love the living shit out of my music. So being able to kind of, I always told myself with making music, my goal was never to get rich. It was never to get famous. It was just to help and to be the helping hand music was to me growing up, because music has definitely talked me off the ledge a lot. So the fact that I can now do this for other people, even if I don't get rich or famous, I could really give a fuck. Like just helping people and knowing that I've helped people through their shit is definitely a win in my book.
Fuck yeah.
Totally. I said this before. I always feel like giving feels better than taking.
100%, bro. It's better to give, because I feel like if you just give with the intention just to give, it'll always come back to you.
True.
It's like even if you give and you don't gain nothing like money or like anything like that, it feels good to give. So like you always gain something.
I mean, at the end, like I said, at the end of the day, if you're out there and your intentions are always genuine, it'll always come back to you. It may not come back in the time frame you would expect it to, but it will always come back at some way or point.
Definitely that. Because if you're like nice to everyone you meet, then maybe the 100th person you meet will change your life. That might become your wife or like whatever. Like just boom. Good energy.
I got my little wifey out there right now.
Fuck yeah.
Shout out to the wife.
Shout out wifey.
How did you guys meet? Did you meet through the music?
We met, Instagram.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
and I'll
too.
tell you what, man,
Mhm.
I think right now I'm at one of the lowest points in my life, just stability wise, and
Right now.
hmm
Okay.
Shit.
there's a lot of shit that's been going on. I don't want to dive too deep
Yeah.
into that, but
Mhm.
it's been a very hard last year for me,
Yeah.
and she's been fucking the best thing that's happened in the last like year and a half for real.
Fuck.
Fucking love that, bro.
Mm.
Because, I mean, interesting that we're actually kind of diving already into this mental health shit, but I've always felt like, you know, people can go alone for shit, people can be alone, but no one wants to feel alone, you know? So
hmm
you always need someone, bro. So
Mm.
definitely,
I mean,
I don't know.
honestly, at the end of the day, you don't need anybody. You're strong. You're always strong enough to deal with these things yourself. But having someone to be there for you through it is really really nice, and someone who's solid and genuine. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah,
just makes it makes it easier for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
I've been dealing with things myself for a very long time, and I've been okay with dealing with things myself for a long time. But now having someone to kind of go through it with, and it's been fucking honestly, it's been very helpful.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
a blessing.
Yeah,
It's like
Blessing
huge
from
blessing.
100%.
Very,
it's
very grateful. Very appreciative.
because once you're fighting it yourself, it's like you put all the weight on your shoulders. But when you go through it and you feel seen at the same time, you have someone that actually sees what you're going through. It's like it's not as heavy, right? Because then they
Yeah,
don't
they help
carry
carry
the
a little
weights.
bit.
Yeah, but even if they
That's
don't carry, they can see you and like give you.
I say
Mhm,
it's
mhm,
saying more so it's like the weight gets distributed more, like it's distributed across you more, so it's like it gets easier to carry it.
mhm.
Yeah.
I so music, right? You said you write your stuff.
Yeah.
What since a young kid, you were 7, you wanted to be a rapper. Ever since you
hmm
could write, was there like, did you put in effort to write rap? Or because I know a lot of rappers who actually started as writers, like they write books and stuff, and are
hmm
interested in that. Was music like always your thing, or have you
Yeah.
other artistic
Yeah.
endeavors?
I mean, I really liked English in school. Like, I was probably one of the
Mm.
few subjects I was really good at. So I fuck with like poetry and stuff. I remember reading a bunch of poetry books in school throughout school and stuff, and like I'll write stuff like that if I'm ever feeling blocked, because I can kind of just write without any expectations and just kind of freely write whatever I want without having to put too much pressure on myself, you know. So
Yeah.
sometimes I do that.
We talked about this from the like from earlier on, but your music, it's like aggressive. You're letting out your energy. Do you have anything
hmm
that you would like, you want the listeners to take away when you write
Yeah,
some?
there's actually something I heard. I've heard. I don't know if you guys listen to Kill Dill, but that's one of my very good friends. And something I went on tour with him, and I heard him say something to people. I don't want that like resonated with me, and I was like same, you know. Like, I don't want people to use my music to promote violence or any negativity. It's all about just loving yourself.
Yeah,
Don't
fuck yeah.
don't use my shit to promote anything bad, because that's not the message behind it. Shout out
Mm-hmm.
Kill Dill.
Shout out.
Going back a bit to the suicide. You said you like got introduced to this dog trap scene with Suicide Boys, which I feel like a lot of people did. And when it comes to the shit of like, feeling this freedom of expressing yourself properly, that's same with X. I would feel like X and Suicide Boys. When I ask my homies and talk about it with them, like when we all look back at 2017, 2016, everyone just calls them like their favorite rappers and shit. They were like, they were the hit, but uh yeah, what I wanted to say to that is that like I feel like I remember when I used to search up Suicide Boys like back in the day. I don't know if both of you knew about this, but like
Mm-hmm.
they actually they actually started making music like also just for fun and put that shit on SoundCloud. But actually they were in such a fucked up stage in their life that they straight up said, if this doesn't work out, we're both ending it together.
Yeah, that's why
And
they named themselves the Suicide Boys.
Oh,
yeah, and
that's
that
fuck.
always stuck with me. I
hmm
just I
Damn.
like I heard their situation and I was like, I don't know. Same with X. Like he also went for shit, and you just feel like better to know you're not like alone in the space. You know, not only in the music itself, not only listening to the music, but also just them as a person. Like you said with X and his energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%, man. Like, I know what it feels like to feel alone without like I remember hearing Exit. Like I know what it feels like to have like be surrounded by people and still feel alone. Like I that's why I related to him so much too. Like I know that feeling as well. So it's just especially like you know as an artist, people do really idolize you, man. Like, and sometimes it's just nice to know like someone you look up to is going through the same things as you. It makes it feel a lot. You just don't feel alone, man. It's a good feeling, I think.
That shit is strong because I remember there was one person, I don't even know who they were, but they were talking about being suicidal, right? Like randomly in my DMs. And they really liked rap. And what I told them was like, I see what you're feeling. I don't, I can't like relate right now because I'm in a good space, but I understand the emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I followed up that by being like, if like you feel like you really want to end it, can't you just spend, if nothing matters, can't you just try to go on music? Because you really love music, right? Can't you just try and make music and just, and this relates to the Suicide Boy thing. I didn't know about that story, but that's basically what I said. Like, put all your energy. If nothing matters, just try this one thing, and if shit gets better, boom. Like it doesn't have to come through money or anything, but just put into something you love, and then
And like I mean,
see
yeah,
what
it
happens.
doesn't even have to. It doesn't even have to be music. You know what I mean? Like
Mm,
whatever you love, man. Like just
yeah.
put energy into. Sometimes you got to be able to have some difficult conversations with yourself, though. I feel like a lot of people they'll feel these emotions and they don't want to feel them, so they'll kind of keep themselves distracted, which can be good, but at the end of the day you can't be scared to confront those feelings also. You gotta feel these things. In order to get through them, you have to feel them in their entirety to let them go.
We looked at your albums and EPs, but if we actually look at them separate, it's I think it's just a fact that at least numbers wise, your biggest song has to be Exodia, and
Yeah, across all platforms. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
most probably because like you're sitting on 4.5 million views on YouTube on Trash Gang. Shout out Trash Gang.
Shout
Shout out Trash
out.
Gang.
For sure. And I actually want to dive into something that you said right there, and I feel like that you mentioned a lot in your music, but it just I don't know. This is just the one line I thought about in that particular song. But you said, "I ain't like you humans. Don't compare me to your race." And I feel like that's something you talk about like in your songs, not wanting to be associated with like all them peeps and like how I mean it sounds wild, but like how humans are looked at like in general. So like, what's your opinion on our society, like planet, bro? What do you think?
Mm.
I think I think there's too much hate in the world. I think that people spread too much negativity. People are too judgmental. People just don't. There's not enough love, man. Love really will solve a lot of problems I think that happen in the world. I at a very young age, I'd never really felt like I fit in with a lot of people, and I kind of took that and tried to create a space for people like me who feel like that. Create a safe space for them to just be themselves. And I feel like a lot of people they worry about the wrong things. They want to present themselves in a certain way that's not really how they are. And
Mhm.
there needs to be more authenticity. And I said more love, more compassion, more patience.
Totally.
And yeah, it's kind of that's where my head's at with that.
I
Preach.
feel like overall, there's definitely like, um, it's crazy because like if you actually, I feel like the whole world itself, obviously, is just it's different, man. Like the dark trap scene and stuff is different. This whole depression thing, not everyone has it, and not everyone's going through shit. But I definitely feel like you just gotta circle yourself with the right people, since there is love, there is such thing
Mm.
as no hate, there is such thing as good people. But you gotta find them. You gotta just
Right.
Something
sometimes you
me and
gotta.
Colossus, something me and Colossus have talked about is energetically pouring into cups that pour back into yours, because a lot of people are energy vampires and leeches, and they'll recognize if you have a soft spot to helping people, and they'll just, it's kind of like, I like to make this analogy a lot. It's like if you've ever read the book The Giving Tree, the little boy would take from the tree and take from the tree and take from the tree until the tree was nothing but a stump,
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
And you got to remember to, if you're gonna water somebody, you got to make sure they're gonna water you back, so that that way you can still grow as well as them.
Bro, that's so fucking hard. Cause like, definitely one of my, yeah, like that was so well said. Cause I can think back, my personality is very much, if I see someone left out, I want them to like, that's one of the strongest like emotions I have. If I see someone left out, I want to take them and I want to bring them into the group, right? But like almost every time I've done that, I've been too giving to the tree. And so the tree has started like stepping on me in a way, right? Because I bring it in and I'm too nice and they take it for weakness. And so they like try to step on me to get higher up in the whatever you want to call it, right? Because I'm too nice to it. I'm watering it too much. In your case, you said the boy was the one taken, but like I feel I'm the boy and I walk up to a tree and I just water it too much and then it swallows me or some shit. And then I just had to get out. Yeah.
At the end of the day, in that situation, you're still the tree because you're still giving. You know what I mean? You're giving to other people, and it's people still taking. The people are just still taking and taking and taking, and like you said, they mistake your kindness for weakness. And sometimes you have to show people that that's not the case. Sometimes you gotta show some fangs, bro. You know what I mean? There's also like another. I was in an old group, and it was named Violently Peaceful, and the whole thing behind that was like I have the yin yang tatted on my face, because like you can't be, it's all about balance, man. You gotta have a balance between the kindness and the not so kind, because if you're too kind, people will take advantage of you. But if you're too unkind, not kind to people and everything like that, you'll eventually self-destruct, you know. So it's kind of about having a balance there. You know, it comes to a point you're so nice to somebody, and then they know you'll be nice. You kind of have to place that, you know, I wouldn't really say place a boundary, but just show like, yo, like I'm not gonna put up with that, you know.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you gotta have more self-respect for yourself. Like a lot of people say, it's obviously spreading positivity mostly brings positivity to you back. So like you should spread the energy you want to also get. But like I feel like at the end of the day, you should still not in a narcissistic way, but you should be always more important than others.
I mean, at the end of the day, no one's gonna put you above themselves, so you have to always remember to water your own roots too.
Exactly.
You can give out as much energy as you want. We just have to make sure you keep enough for yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
And
so you
one
gotta
thing,
put yourself first in a way.
Yeah, and one thing, like humans are so good at like patterns and starting feeling taking stuff for granted, right? So like rich people, they take their shit for granted. Like everyone takes shit for granted. It's impossible not to, because if we don't take shit for granted, it's gonna be so hard with everything. It's so much going on, right? But it's with the giving thing too, because if I always give, like you said, they're gonna start taking it for granted, and it's kind of my fault as well. It's kind of my fault because I'm giving, and to a point, it's like me setting them up to take it for granted. Do you guys feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That brings back to the point I'm saying, like, if you're gonna give to somebody, you got to make sure that they reciprocate energy, so that way you don't feel like you are being taken for granted.
True.
Yeah, because then if they give back as much,
and you got to be able to recognize if somebody is treating you that way, and if you recognize those patterns and behaviors, then sometimes it's hard, but you might have to just remove said person from your life, and so they stop taking your energy.
Because it's often too late by the time you like really notice it. At least for me, it's like they're just disrespecting you straight up, and then it's like, okay, bro, fuck out of here.
Never too late, bro. Never
Yeah.
too late to remove
Oh,
a leech from your circle.
actually, yeah, you're right.
True.
You're right.
It's never too late for anything. I want to put it out there.
And
It's very
after that, it's not really a loss for you because if you, like I said, if you know you're moving with good intentions, then that's their loss. You know,
Yeah.
you don't lose
hard.
anything.
And
Hard.
if it's gotten to the
But
point
actually-
where they've really showed their colors, it's like even easier to cut them.
I was gonna actually link this to music a bit. What's the realest shit you've ever written?
Boom.
The realest shit
You've ever written.
I've ever written hasn't been released yet.
It hasn't
That's
been
a good
released.
answer, bro. That's good. That's really good. Everyone listening, bro, it's coming. It will come. We don't know when, but like keep tuned.
There's obviously, like I know "Don't Look Back" is definitely one of those songs.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I'm trying to think of my catalog. I don't really. "Don't Look Back" is definitely one of those songs because that song was that was a special one. I remember recording that, and Exodia was definitely another one of those ones for me too. Just because, like, I remember when I wrote Exodia, man, like my mindset behind that song, like I remember writing it, and I like finished it, and I wrapped it back to myself. I got like actual goosebumps on my like throughout my whole body, and I called Two Mags. I don't know if you guys listen to Two Mags at all, but that's like my fucking brother still to this day. And I called him, and I was like, bro, I just wrote this song, and I need to record it. And normally I will go in there, and he knows, bro. I'll record with him like 6+ songs at a time per session. And I was like, listen, I want to record this song. It's like the only one that I want to do. I think this one's special. I need to hear it. He's like, all right, like come by at like 2:00 tomorrow. So I go to the stew, record the song. We finally got everything laid down. We listened to it from start to finish, and he like stopped it and was like, dude, this song is gonna fucking blow up for you, bro. Like I can fucking feel it. So then I immediately sent it to Net, who is the dude who made the beat, and Netu's like my fucking brother, bro. I love him to death. I sent it to Netu, and he said the same exact thing, and then offered to pay for half of my trash posts.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hard as fuck. Cause like many
They had a
people.
Bean.
Oh.
Shout out to the cat.
Yeah, shout
What
out
was the
Bean.
name? Bean.
Bean.
Oh, that's cute.
Love it.
But like, bro, because like
yeah.
artists often say like, oh, I didn't think much of the track. I just like made it. And then, but also those people are often like industry plants that are making shit up and trying to feed false info. Like Post Malone and Billie Eilish did the same thing. Huh?
Tell you what, though, I dropped my song "Etiquette" right after that, and I didn't think that song was. I liked it, but I was like, whatever. I just need to put a song out, and I put it out, and that's the second most popular song now. It's got like over 2 million streams across on Spotify. And I didn't even do anything with it. I just posted it and posted it on my social media, and that song the fuck off. Same with Shinigami Eyes. I dropped Shinigami Eyes in 2021, and I wrote that song in 2019, and it fucking just took the fuck off. Same way, just dropped it, posted on my Instagram, and it fucking just took the fuck off.
But how did you even go back to it in 2019? Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
I wrote it, and I actually recorded it myself and engineered it myself, but I didn't like how I mixed it. I thought I could have did better, so I went back with Two Mags and re-recorded it and shit, and there we go. And the rest is history.
You about to do what?
Hey, you want to say hi to the podcast? Okay, you'll have to.
Shout out wifey.
Shout out wifey.
Exodia. So you predicted that song to be big. Like,
you know, it's funny. The instrumental. I commented on the instrumental. It's still there. You can say, I said I just slaughtered this beat, and that's who we're putting this one on Trash Gang before I even like recorded it.
Wait, you wrote to Trash Gang?
No, I like so Netu like uploaded the beat on YouTube, and that's how I found the beat with. And I commented under his beat on YouTube and said, "Yo, I just destroyed this beat, bro. We're gonna put it on Trash Gang."
Fuck yeah, and then you did.
I remember watching it, bro. And after the second day that it had 100K, after the second day, I was like, "Yo, this song's gonna hit 1 million," and it hit 1 million after 3 months. And I got when I woke up that morning and saw it, I fucking cried, bro. Like I like couldn't believe it.
Happy tears, bro. Happy tears.
Bro, yeah, I like I've worked hard for a very long time. So just to see that was like, damn, like if I didn't believe in myself then, at that moment I was like, yo, I'm really gonna do this shit.
Cause like trash, fire as fuck. Like their videos get views, but like millions of views. That's rare as fuck. So that means that motherfucker, you went in on that shit and you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
And it's funny that the whole concept of that song was feeling like people just wouldn't notice me, wouldn't see, like they wouldn't. In the hook, like they don't even know who I am. They don't even know who I am. I just felt like I was constantly getting overlooked by people.
But now they know.
And
Now they know.
yeah, well, once it got out, now they know who you are. That's how.
Yes,
to a
sir.
point, I think people still overlook me a little bit, which is fine. Comes with the territory, but I'm gonna be alright. Like I said, it's all gonna work out when and how it's supposed to. So it's got to be patient. I was a really big fan of Big Sean, and I remember in a song he said, "It took 10 years for me to be an overnight success." So
that's all online. It's so fucking true. It's like circling back to like what I said about Post Malone and Billie Eilish. Like them on interviews, they said like, "Oh, I posted this song on SoundCloud," and then the next day when I woke up, like people were tweeting about it, famous people. It had millions of views and blah blah blah. I don't think that's true. Okay, I think they were signed and they dropped it, and then their label pushed a fuck ton of money into it, so it blew up.
I'll tell you. I remember listening to White Iverson before Post Malone was even fucking famous, bro.
Same.
I remember hearing that and be like, damn, this dude's gonna blow the. I was like, yo, this dude's gonna blow the fuck up, and then Post Malone, baby. You know what I mean?
But he's hard as fuck. But like, it had millions of views by then, right? It already had.
I mean, sometimes. Hey, I got millions of views without a label backing. You know, sometimes that should just catch. Or social media is a crazy thing now, man.
I guess. I just don't know.
It really does have the power to put you viral overnight, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, especially now with TikTok, bro.
Yeah, but the thing I'm saying is, like you said, work 10 years to blow up overnight. What Post Malone and Billie Eilish did was to post one song and it just blew the fuck up. And I don't think that. I think they were grinding, and then a label found them and was like, "Okay, take down your other shit. We're gonna put one up, and we're gonna act like it's one." And I don't believe that. I believe they put out a lot of shit.
Nah, I don't believe that either.
Yeah, because it's like no one puts out their first song. Like, oh, this was the first song I ever wrote, and it blew up. No.
I mean, it can't. That can happen. It's very rare. It doesn't happen, but it can happen for sure.
I mean, yeah, but like it takes years to work on that shit. So
yeah,
I find it hard. Because like Post, if that was his first song, he is a fucking prodigy.
God.
Like he is God, bro.
There are some prodigies out there, man. There have been people probably doing music their whole lives, bro. You know.
I think the last question was, what was the realest shit you've ever written, which you answered. But actually linked to that, since you said the realest shit you've written is yet to be released, I assume if we're talking favorite song, is that one also to be released? Like your favorite song that you ever made, or will that not change?
I mean, some of my newer stuff is definitely some of my favorite stuff, but I also have older stuff I really like too.
It will just always stay.
I love, obviously, Exodia will always have a special place in my heart. Etiquette and Shingami Eyes will have special places in my heart. I really liked my song "I Killed Dominic." That was one I really fucked with. The tracks I got with Doing Resurrect, I love those ones too. I like I like the music I make, so that's a big thing. I like everything that I put out.
Do you think having a carefree and sheltered childhood, but ending up unequipped for life, is better than having a fucked up childhood but be prepared for all the difficulties? Like, which is better? Having it hard in the beginning and then like knowing what the fuck you're up against, or just being sheltered and then getting thrown out into the world, which is kind of messed up?
I mean, I really couldn't tell you. It all depends. Like, because like my parents were super strict on me. You know, I'm from a very small town, so especially my parents being strict, I was made me I was a bad kid. I wasn't a bad kid, but I did a lot of bad shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just because like of them being super strict, I felt like I had to hide things from them.
Right.
And then they're just like, it's just there's a lot of different things. It's just that's a hard one actually, because sometimes, man, that's a good one. Fuck, I'm kind of stumped there. Having it hard in the beginning can like can bring some trauma, but also even sometimes even being sheltered can bring some trauma too, man. It's you know what I mean. It's just kind of like a, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like no one's really the right answer because it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's
Because
valid.
I just feel like whatever it's cliche as it sounds, is whatever happens is supposed to happen. That's what you have. That's what you're supposed to go through. That's what the universe was bringing to you. That's what you need to go through. Obviously, for some strange reason, I just try not to. Honestly, I try not to think about it too much and just kind of just go with it. Whatever happens, and just trust that this is the path that I got to go down, and I will get to where I want to be.
I think that's healthy because for me, I don't know about you guys, but the more I think about something like that, the more like depressed I can become. Because fame, for example, if I start thinking about fame, it's like cool in the beginning. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be able to not work. That's cool. I'm gonna be able to buy what I want. That's cool. But what happens then when I have what I want? It takes an end, and then you kind of don't know where to go from there. So like overthinking can usually lead to something bad for me instead of being a positive thing. If you get it,
Yeah, no.
does that, because that I feel is kind of what you're saying, right? Because if you think about it too much, it's gonna lead. Yeah?
It can just drive you crazy. It'll just drive you crazy because there's not really, you just gotta, like I said, you just kind of have to go with it. Just go with it and just walk by faith, not by sight. You know.
Oof. Oh, you're like spitting today, bro. You got quotes. You go boom, 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 boom. Just throwing them out there. I love it.
Straight up. But I feel like that ass is just, at the end of the day, overthinking is always gonna lead to bad stuff. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Because
I mean, everybody overthinks, bro. I don't care who you are. Everyone overthinks everything.
Not everything.
It's part of human nature, man. We always dive into our brains.
Yeah, but like not everything, you know? Because like an artist who works with like thinking about stuff, throughout history, we've often became like fucking lunatics, or we've been lunatics. But like normal people, or like normal, whatever that is, who just have a job, does what they're supposed to, they often don't they don't become the artist, you know, the crazy artist who doesn't know the purpose of life.
But they're the consumers.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
We
need both.
They're the consumers, and sometimes they even are the inspiration to the artist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I don't want to be like. You know?
Yeah.
Because no one who, like, honestly, like you said, what is normal? Who wants to be? Who wants being like everybody else is lame. It's boring.
Right.
Straight up.
But we need those people too, because like society's gonna fucking crumble as soon as, like, we need the normal people, you know, to hold down the shit.
Yeah, then you gotta hold the fort down for.
Yeah, because I feel like the normal people, they keep society going. The different people, they make society evolve, right? We need
and they
both.
make it more.
Yeah, we need both.
Yeah, going to this whole like mental health thing. Also, I would like to ask, like, you mentioned that you write your shit mostly before you record it. Like that's how you go about it. I know some people just start getting on the mic and then they just spit. They don't even need to write anything. But yeah, how do you get yourself in the mindset of writing? Like, do you just wake up? Do you just get to writing, or like, how do you get this creativity to write? Like,
just kind of hit me, man. It hits me in waves for real. I could be having I could wake up feeling phenomenal and just not really feeling wanting to do any music, and then something could just trigger me, whether it's good or bad. You know, I'm like, fuck it, I want to go make a song.
So you just
I could be be beat searching. You know what I mean? I could be beat searching,
Yeah.
just listening to stuff with no intention to write, just intention to try and find a beat for myself and be like, I could hear it, and then it just comes to me right then and there. You know, I can.
Yeah.
There, it's different. I could write a song in 30. Sometimes writing a song could take me 30 minutes or like 30 hours or like 30 days, 30 weeks. You know what I mean? It just all
Mm.
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah. Are you good at like coming back to songs that you've not finished to keep going on them?
Yeah, definitely. I
Yeah.
do that a lot.
That's fire as fuck. Bro, teach me the ways. If I don't finish a song the same day, it's not getting shown anywhere, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I don't know.
forget about it.
I know if I'm thinking too hard or
Mhm.
if I'm forcing it, it feels like I'm forcing it. I stop. I'm like, all
Mm.
right, because you're not gonna get the best. Not gonna get the best possible thing if you're trying to force it out of you. It just
Right.
has to flow out.
And maybe it's better sometimes like that because just what comes out first of your mind, that mostly turns out to be, like also truthful and also
Authentic.
the realest
Like in
shit,
the
maybe.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why I
maybe.
like doing the. That's why I like doing the punch and stuff. Like when I do like my other
Mm.
genres of like the singing and stuff. Like I don't write
Mm.
any of it. I just punch
Fuck
in
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Fucking excited to listen to that. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I can just if
Same.
you guys DM me on Instagram after this, I'll send you guys some stuff.
Bet that shit.
Yo, now into like, I know we've talked deep till now, but like I got some deep, deep shit now that I actually really, I don't know. I feel like this is such a universal question that I just want to get to ask every rapper, bro. So, like, uh, in the dark traps, it doesn't even matter what kind of music. You just mostly, I mean, obviously, if we ignore the lyrics, you kind of want to, like, you want to make the fans, you want to give the good energy, You want to
Mm-hmm.
motivate, you want to spread this positivity, I guess, with your tracks. But like, at the end of the day, we're all human. We all go through our shit. We all have our low points. That's when we don't record. That's where we just, I don't know, we are frustrated. We deal with shit in life. How does
Mm-hmm.
AK3k deal with that, bro? How do you deal with a bad day? How do you deal with bad shit, bad energy?
Um, I'll fucking I'll write music. I'll play video games. Hang out with my shorty. You know, she definitely
Yeah.
helps. I just sometimes I just try to keep my brain I like to keep my brain distracted and just do things that I enjoy doing. Video games is a big one for me. I love gaming. It fucking
What
takes my mind
games?
off of things. Uh, Go outside, go for a walk, go to the gym. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Mm.
You know.
What games?
Sometimes, Call of Duty,
Uh-huh.
Fortnite. Like right now, I'm
Uh-huh.
playing the new Spider-Man game. That's been fun.
Okay. Fuck yeah.
Spider-Man 2?
But there
I
are
actually
also times where I know that I need to kind of just feel these emotions. So I'll give myself some time to feel these emotions. Like sometimes
Mm.
I'll take the whole day and just kind of wallow in my own emotions for a bit, you know. But then
Yeah.
after like a day, maybe even two, I'm like, okay, now I got to do something to change how I'm feeling because
Right.
yeah.
wallowing it's not gonna solve anything. It's just sitting there thinking about everything and feeling all everything doesn't do shit.
Everything needs time, bro. Everything needs time at the end of the day,
Mm. But
whether
like,
it's good or bad.
but right, you can't be there for too long because like we're a product of our habits. So if you are there too long, it's gonna like, yeah.
Yeah, and like that's just the law of attraction. If you're focusing on that
Mm.
energy too much, and that's the energy you're putting out, that's what's gonna keep coming to you. You know what I mean? So you gotta take these negative things and turn them into something beautiful. At the end of the day.
Shout out to the law of attraction. I actually have the book somewhere behind me, but I
Oh,
don't
you
know
do?
where. I
Okay,
gotta start
yeah.
finishing it. I do. I
Nah, I
was big
believe
on
in that
that.
shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You was? Are you
Uh,
not anymore? What's happened?
I mean, as in like I used to like read it and shit, but I
Uh,
don't deep dive anymore like that. I think it
uh,
was um we talked about it before while the podcast died. We talked a bit about Lil Peep, and I also with Lil Peep I listened a lot to Ghostman. Don't know if you also did,
mm,
AK,
Yep, I love
but
Ghost.
he was big on law of attraction. He always brought it up in interviews, and that's what drove me to buy the like book and shit. And actually started reading that, and I swear down, because I kind of was in a dark space myself, and that should helped. Like,
Yeah, good,
because
bro.
you could see a
yeah,
way out through your
totally.
mind type shit. Yeah.
Just yeah, just I don't know. That shit was hard,
Mm-hmm.
but actually, maybe the deepest question we got for you. The
All right,
deepest
let's get it.
question. Get as deep as you want. But bro, how do you heal a broken heart?
I think lots of self-love,
Mm-hmm.
having those difficult conversations with yourself, because sometimes you need to feel like a lot of times people like to put the blame everywhere else but themselves, and sometimes you got to be able to hold yourself responsible for the own pain that you put yourself through. Um, just like a wound, man. Those things take time. Like, you just have to know that it's not going to be something that lasts forever, but you have to remember to also be kind and patient through yourself with yourself while going through these things. You need to, you know, we're humans. Sometimes people make mistakes and they do things, and those things have it's like cause and effect. You know what I mean? There's always going to be a chain reaction to your actions, and you got to, like I said, you just got to be able to. Sometimes you got to hold yourself accountable, man. Like, it's not always someone else's fault. Sometimes it can be your fault, which is okay. You got to also learn to be able to forgive yourself for things that you may have done to play roles in those situations. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, I think.
But I
Bro.
also feel like a lot of people put too much blame on themselves. Like I do understand your point, but also a lot of people put too much blame on themselves.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too. But like I said, you gotta be able to recognize the situation and understand if it really wasn't your fault or if it really was, and you're trying to lie to yourself.
Yeah. Because
Like
like.
that shit. Because internally, you know the answer to that, and that delusion can drive you crazy.
Right, and I think I love that thing with the blaming thing, with not putting all the blame on someone else. Because, like, for example, Eminem, let's take up the most famous rapper, right? He had an ex, Kim, and in a lot of songs, he's like, oh, she's such a bitch, she's such a this, that, and all this bad shit. But him saying that about her says a lot about himself, because why would he choose someone who is all of these things that he's saying, that is crazy, that is blah blah blah? That says a lot about him as well for being with her. So he can't like put the full blame on her and be like, oh, you're you're just a bad person, because like he chose her during that
But
time.
also, you gotta remember too, when you do like care for another person, as bad as they may be for you, like sometimes letting go is hard.
Yeah,
Letting
100%.
go is hard, but at the end of the day, it's maybe what you need.
Yeah,
It's maybe what you need.
100%. Bro, I have Closer by Thief. If you guys have not heard the song, you probably haven't. Got like 6 million views. Came out 2015. It's the best breakup song, I'm telling you guys. Closer, Thief. Search it up after. It's such a happy song, but it's about breakup, and it's just good. It's just like fucking, it's just clay, bro.
If I ever end up in a breakup again, I'll blast that shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
we
yeah.
we in love on this side, bro.
Yeah, we are. We is. All three of us. No homo. That's not a weird. Hold on. We're not in love with each other, guys.
No, I'm
Bro.
in love with them both.
Bro.
I know you feel
I didn't want to say
it
it on podcast, but like, I fuck with y'all. Literally.
Your wife is should consider you.
I fuck with y'all too. I fuck with y'all too, bro.
What's love? What's love?
You're cool with
Tattoo
me, bro. Ask as many
breakdown.
as you want.
Tattoo breakdown. Let's see that shit.
Yeah, bro. Give us the two breakdown.
All of them.
I like it.
I mean,
Those
you don't have to show all of them. Like
depends on where they're at. You know, you don't have to.
I have a lot. You just want to know like my favorite one. One of my favorite ones.
And maybe your first one as well. That one is important.
Yeah, this is my first one right here on my arm. This microphone. My one of my best friends designed it for me. So for obvious reasons, I love music, and so another important one is this one also that's on the same arm. It's my grandfather's name because he died 2 years ago today.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
really?
it was very very close with him. Grew up with him. He helped raise me. So that got that the day he actually got it the day he died. So that tattoo means a lot to me for obvious reasons. All of my face tattoos have meaning, so those ones are also my favorite ones. The scythe because death is always watching. This says unstable because that all that different genre music I've been telling you about. Like that's gonna be the name of the album is Unstable. So I'm
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
manifesting this album blowing up right away.
fuck yeah.
I have the Broken Heart, the Yin Yang Broken Heart, and the Crosshair.
hard.
These two have the same meaning. It's about what I was telling you about how you can't be too good because people take advantage of you, but you can't be too bad because you'll self destruct. It's the same thing that when you get your heart broken, you have to have the balance between that while you heal. The fucking the X tribute tattoo. I have Anubis on the side of my head because that's
Oh
what
shit.
that's what
Yes, sir.
Anubis AK is Anubis Khan. I have this one. I got it for actually my girlfriend because it's the best thing that's ever happened, and I love her and definitely intend on marrying her one day. So,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like, is it a magic tattoo or what?
oh no, we do have one matching tattoo. It's this one right here. Just a
Ooh.
little mushroom.
Hard. Some
Yes,
little
sir.
shrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, little mushrooms. The rest don't really have meaning other than like I have my
Yes, yes.
zodiac symbol tattooed on me, and me and my sisters all have that as matching tattoo. And the rest don't really have any meaning. So
Yeah.
it's just
I
what I
also
liked.
also got some tats just because they're cool, you know? Like, you just
Yeah.
Yeah.
fuck with them.
I
For
I
sure.
So I
might.
mean, not every tattoo has to have a
Mhm.
meaning. You know what I mean?
True.
As long as
Yeah.
if you like the art, then you like the art. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I think. As long as it's like, I like to get flashes and stuff from the artist. That's like,
Yeah,
so
same.
that's why if I get that, it means I like their art and I support their art, and that's not gonna change.
Yeah.
I swear
Yeah.
down, like 90% of the people that I like tell that I have a tattoo idea, they're like, "What's the meaning behind that?" I'm like, "Bro, there is no meaning. That shit just looks hard." Like, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That shit don't gotta have music,
No,
bro.
I get that. Like me, I wanted to have a hand tat of my first album. Like there's a face on my first album. I
I know
can't
which one.
explain it. Yeah, you know which one. It's like sharp teeth and sharp eyes, and it means a lot to me, and I have a meaning for it. But they don't want to make hand tattoos where I was at, like first, because I don't have any other. So I was like, okay, if I'm not having that one, I don't really care. But thinking back, my dad, because like hand tattoos are so fucking badass, and that's the only thing I have in mind, except a dragon tattoo on my shoulder, not on my shoulder, on my bicep, because my dad has one
Yeah,
here.
I got
Okay.
I have a bunch. The whole arm is done and shit, like inside and out, except for like this arm is almost all. This arm is almost all filled up. I have some of my legs, fucking my stuff. I have a couple on my torso.
That's a lot of
So I'm
money.
gonna. Yeah, I plan on getting. I plan on getting all of my body covered completely head to toe.
Yeah.
Actually, like face as
sick.
well or not?
Yep.
Face as well, full on?
Yeah, my next tattoo's going on the top of my head.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But like my dad has a
Does this
dragon
shit hurt?
tattoo on his bicep,
Yeah.
and me and my brother was thinking he might get one here and I might get one here. So it's like a family
Fire.
of dragons. Yes, sir. So we'll see.
Yes, Andre. The head fucking hurts.
I can
Oh,
fucking imagine, bro. Cause
I know. I heard you
actually,
asking. You're like, that hurts, doesn't
yeah,
it? Yeah,
bro,
it
I gotta
fucking sucks.
say, me and my artist are actually close. So I was actually, I saw him once do it on someone, and bro, I gotta say like this. I know a lot of people think like the tattoos hurt, and even people that have tattoos, they say it hurts. I don't like if you like a tattoo on your arm, bro. I feel like I know this sounds weird, but almost not that I like it, but I really don't mind it. I
I
could just
mean, hey, it hurts, but I like it. I love it.
exactly. So
I
it's
love
not
every
weird to
second of
say.
it.
It's not weird to say, right?
No,
yeah,
it's
no,
not. It's not.
But bro,
just a
the head,
masochist. That's
that
Oh, you
shit.
can do when I was getting this one, the one I got for my girlfriend. I
Yeah.
sat there. And I was straight faced the entire time. I was like this.
Damn, and that's on your head. Sheesh.
Fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get
And
one on your ribs?
she looked at me and she was like, "You're a psychopath," and I was like, "Yeah."
Fuck
Nah,
yes, bro.
none of my ribs yet. That spot's gonna fucking suck though.
I think that's the only contender. If there's any other contender.
Ribs,
Shit.
yeah.
The worst spots for me have been the side of obviously the side of my head. None of my face ones hurt. The side of my head and this one right here because it goes like all the way down into my armpit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the
That's gotta
armpit.
hurt.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's just where the bones is that it hurts. It's actually funny. I got like, for example, on this arm, I have like bigger tats, right? The one that hurt the most was the fucking 999 because it was straight on the bone on the wrist.
a very spicy spot.
Yeah,
I,
for sure.
I have them there too. You know, I got the, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like this is like a question we should ask every time. AKA someone who's done a lot in the scene, like dropped bangers, got attention, whatever. What do you say to an upcoming rapper, right? What's your advice? And I know this is like everyone asks this, but what's your advice? You know, everyone has different.
My advice is to. I got this advice from Bill Saber in 2019 before my music really started to take off. Make whatever you want to make. Don't make shit to please people. Just make what you like, and it'll attract. That energy will attract whoever it's supposed to find. Just work really hard and believe in yourself and invest in yourself,
Note that down.
and you will be successful.
Swear down. It takes time, but one day.
It will take. It does
Sure.
take time, but what's worth having never comes easy.
We're actually gonna have.
That's so fucking true. What's up, Andre?
I was just gonna say. I mean, we were actually about to wrap it up, but I realized that we missed the question.
Yes.
Like, you should just. I mean, you shouldn't give a big answer on, but like, you know, an example is the Become as Gods concert. That was like a thing with like, which house I think.
The one in Denver.
Resurrect. Yeah, like a bigger one. But not only in that particular. Like, how have you been enjoying concerts? Like, do you fuck with them? Like, is it like how does it feel for real when you're on the stage?
I love doing shows, man. That's one of my favorite things about being an artist is doing live shows and getting to connect with new people and people who get to listen, who listened already. Like we sold Denver out, bro, and we didn't open up for anybody. It was just me and the homies, man, and like people, like Denver is one of my top cities, so a lot of people came to see me. I signed autographs, bro. People took pictures, like. I got to meet like longtime fans, and that was just such a that show was the best show I've ever done, and that was the most fucking awesome. And at one point, bro, I was doing an unreleased song, and I told everyone to turn the light. I told everyone to turn their phone lights on, and the entire room, front to back, had lights on.
So sick.
People screamed my lyrics to me, bro. When I performed Exodia, everyone screamed the hook back to me, bro. That was fucking great.
That is
surreal, bro.
Oh God, that's so hard.
Oh yeah, that was one of the best experiences of my life, man. Yes, I love shows. I love doing them. I did a bunch this past year. I've been taking a break on them, but my next show is going to be in February in Phoenix, Arizona, which is another one of my top cities. So I can't wait to see who pops out for that.
Yo,
If
everyone.
any listeners are from there,
pull up,
fucking go up there. Let's get it.
Yeah,
that shit
February
out.
24th. If you need the ticket link, DM me.
Oh, that's hard as fuck. Like,
February 24th is. Call me stupid. Is that not Valentine's Day? No,
Nah, it's
that's. Oh shit, man. I thought it's like a little Valentine's Day gift.
Andre.
Shit.
Yeah, if it was Valentine's Day, I wouldn't go because I got plans Valentine's.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Of course, the wifey, like, we got
Yeah,
priorities.
she comes. Yeah, she comes first before anything.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Nah,
My
you're
boy,
good, bro. Go ahead.
if all of your fans were here right now,
what would you want to say to them, bro? What would you want to say to them? What can they look forward to next? Just what do you want to tell them?
I would say that I love you guys more than I love myself. Thank you for giving me purpose in life. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for supporting me. Whatever hard times you're going through, please don't give up. If you guys need anything, I'm here. I really do genuinely love every single one of you. We're building a family. You're not alone. Look forward to more music videos, shows, tours, merch, fucking just thank you. Just nothing but gratitude to all of you guys, man. Like I wouldn't be shit without all of them.
There we go. AK3k, thank you for coming over the podcast. This was hard as fuck,
We
bro.
appreciate it.
Okay, bro. Thank you guys.